Listen, Monk Mo Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. Let all of these guys go out here play the dating game. Let all of these guys go out here and get on their purpose just to give it all to a deity, aka a OnlyFans model, aka their God. At the end of the day, why do you think they call it Divine Nine? Because that's their deity. In America, it's all about the dollar and the deity. At the end of the day, America's pretty much demonic. At the end of the day, I'm gonna repeat myself. America is pretty much demonic. These guys risk their life and their freedom to take care of their deity. At the end of the day, guys aren't taught how powerful they are. They try to downplay the power of a man, but a man is so powerful, you could hit a back forward, take this inside of her, and 9 months later, her water gonna break, and you're gonna send her to the hospital. You smashed a girl so hard, you sent her to the hospital. This is why I don't understand why red pill coaches tell you the hot zone or the target is single mothers. No, a guy smashed her so hard, he sent her to the hospital. I repeat, a guy smashed her so hard, he sent her to the hospital. We're not gonna blame women, we're gonna blame the guys who did that. At the end of the day, listen, don't play this dating game, because at the end of the day, guys are out here smashing these women so hard, they're sending these women to the hospital. No STD, no HSV, no herpes. At the end of the day, I'm talking about pregnancy alone. Listen, these guys are making women scream in the bed loud as possible. Then 9 months later, her water break and gotta push something up out of her. He hit her back forward. Take this. 9 months later, she gotta push a whole human being out of her cat. At the end of the day, America is gonna tax you. I repeat, America is all about the dollar. They're here to tax you if you treat women bad. They're here to tax all disrespectful people. Listen, all the fake pimps, I guess they don't realize pimping is illegal. They're gonna tax those guys. Don't worry, never envy the oppressed. They're gonna tax those guys. Guys who are want to see OnlyFans women, they're getting taxed $10.99 a month, $20.99 a month, $40.99 a month. I wouldn't be surprised if there was OnlyFans $100 a month, and they're still got to pay that. At the end of the day, America is all about 50-50 until you end up on child support, and you make more money. It's no longer 50-50. They're going to increase their wages, so you at the end will pay 100%. You're going to pay for all the women that you sent to the hospital, aka your baby mamas. You sent them to the hospital. You smashed them so freaking hard. You sent them to the hospital. Now they got to push something up out of them. And you think you just going to skate and leave? You smashed her hard. You destroyed her insides. Now she got to push something out of her. And you don't even want to take care of what you did. You did that. Y'all went half on a kid. Now you take responsibility. You went 50-50 on a kid. She opened her legs 50%. You dove inside 50%. You bust 50%. 9 months later, she carries the child 50%. Then she has the baby. You try to skate, then you get taxed 70% on top of your 50%. That's 120%. Now you're paying 120% now. Instead of 50, America will increase the tax. I repeat, America will increase the tax. These guys' whole agenda out here is to worship deities. The reason they love OnlyFans models, the reason they love women wearing Lululemon, they'll end up turning into a lemon. At the end of the day, I'm here to tell you, they'll end up turning into a lemon after they buy the Lululemon. I'm telling you. These guys in America, they're worshiping deities. Listen, America is demonic. America is now demonic. So at the end of the day, these guys can have it. At the end of the day, I repeat, these guys can have it. They can worship all the deities they want to. At the end of the day, I'm Jesus Christ community. I'm not wearing no dashiki. They can have that. They're wearing unks that represent a womb. They're worshiping the cat at an all-time high in America. They're chasing a woman who's wearing Lululemon. They're not caring about the dog tag. Who took that virginity? They don't know. They don't care. They're disrespectful. They're going to disrespect and destroy her insides. Tell her, take that back for it and take that. 9 months later, a baby's going to come out. They're going to skate. Uncle Sam's going to find them, tax them 70% on top of the 50%. Now they're paying 120%, getting on their purpose to take care of their deity. At the end of the day, America is demonic. Listen, America is all about the dollar. They'll turn on you about the dollar. Listen, they turned on Jesus for 30 shekels. I repeat, they turned on Jesus himself for 30 shekels. Back then, it wasn't called dollars, it was called shekels. They turned on him for 30 shekels. They're going to turn on you. Listen, the OnlyFans women, the dating game, all of those women are going to turn on you if Drake pull up and offer 60K. At the end of the day, listen, you got to understand. It's important you show strength in America. It's important you be an individual in America. Because if you want to fit in to the community, the melanated community, oh no, that's deity worship. At the end of the day, even if you're in the white community, the Latino community, if you're in America, it's all deity worship. Listen, I'm not doing any type of deity worship at all. They can have that. Listen, all I'm doing is strength. But I have to let you guys know, what you're going to get out of casual sex is sending a woman to the hospital. That's what happens. In casual dating, casual sex, you're going to send a woman to the hospital, then you're going to get taxed 70% in child support. You thought you was a pimp in 2025, now the joke's on you. If anybody know that Cash Out dude, he was literally a musician. But like I said, the rap industry is not a job. So he had to pimp on the side because he doesn't have a real job. If nobody's listening to your music, you're not making money. If they only want to push Lil Baby and his little teeny tiny Daisy Dukes, then you don't make any money. At the end of the day, they put you on a 360 deal. NBA YoungBoy 360 deal. Signing for $60 million means he owes the label $120. Birdman actually needs that money right now. He got finessed by his deity. He got finessed by Tony Braxton, aka his deity that he was worshiping. At the end of the day, lust equals deity worship. If you don't destroy lust, you have a deity and you keep worshiping that deity. Imagine telling God that, listen, Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.